what are we doing? Okay, cool. So this is what we do.
Always start feeling
Okay,
what are we doing anyway? Like, what is this all about anyway?
Okay, so we haven't been on a video like this together for a while, actually. But one of the things that we want to announce to you folks today, I think we've been like dripping this all over the place. We said it on the
For the
webinar.
longest time.
The team is like, it's been like 6
bored of it
months
now.
coming. They're bored of it. And when we said we're going to go record it,
We'll believe you when we actually hear
yeah,
the very
the
first
first one.
podcast. Then we will believe you.
okay, so we're announcing the
The start.
start of the podcast. I want to call it the Lisa Raleigh podcast, but Lisa's like, let's call it both our names. And then we said, no. It's going to be a podcast called Being You. And the first season is all about demystifying wellness. So what we want to do in this first season is tackle wellness topics per podcast episode in the season. And Lisa will be, obviously she's in the space. I'll be usually like I normally am, the dumb guy that will deal with
Also
it.
bringing a different slant. We will definitely bring tech into it as well.
Tech. Okay, cool.
wellness
That's
and
amazing.
tech
I
and
didn't
a
know
little
that.
bit of
But
AI.
look, go download the episode link will be downstairs. We are in Solid Gold Studios podcast studio, and they gave us these
check it out.
amazing mugs.
Cheers.
Yeah, take a look at that. Solid Gold. So
And
thank
it's
you
been
to
a long time coming. I'm
Yeah.
very excited because finally I'm not going to be, what can I say, with
Strangled.
yeah, it's just like
There's
I
no
don't
stranglehold
know.
on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the right word is, but it's like whenever we've done TV stuff before, it's a long shoot day to get 8 minutes of content, and I always watch it back thinking how frustrated I feel because a lot of what we actually discussed that day, all the nice nuggets, were not shown on TV because they're boring.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all they want to just show the highlight reel. But that's not life. Life is not just a highlight reel. We need to go deep. We need to peel those onions. We need to learn. We need to educate and inspire people. And this is long form content, which is fantastic because Steph and I will have real conversations with real guests and experts with each other. We're going to dig deep. We're going to unpack a lot of things that need to be discussed out there, things that we don't always get to talk about. A lot of our methods, our experiences, the things that we've been exposed to, our ethos. So we're excited.
Yeah.
It's
And the nice thing about this podcast, I will say this, is, something key that everyone needs to understand. It was something that we decided that was very, very pivotal. In fact, you decided it, that we were going to have no sponsors whatsoever. We had a few sponsors lined up and very lucrative potential sponsors. And Lisa just came away saying, I don't want to be kind of, curated. I really want to just speak from my heart and not feel like, is this not the sponsor's brand or not? And I just really need to be me. And I think that it so plays into the title of the podcast, Being You. And when she said that, I was like, okay, that's it. No sponsors. Let's just do this. So this is a podcast from us in unison with the team at Solid Gold Studios. I've known Gavin for a while. He did my first time I did a podcast. They always do such an amazing job. So look, but me saying that, me saying that is not a sponsorship thing. It's because
he's come along for the ride.
He's come along for the ride,
yeah.
and it's just, they always do such a great job at Solid Gold. So we are excited, being you.
Yeah, and I can just say
yeah.
whatever I want to say. And I think that for me, that was a very important
not
thing.
everything that you want to say.
Well, within the wellness context, babe. Oh, goodness me, this is going to be one hell of a podcast.
That is gonna be,
okay, so for me, what's important is just to be authentic and to be able to say exactly how I feel and keep it real for all of you. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for all of you at home. I don't want to ever feel like I'm being throttled or kind of the content's a bit curated for a certain outcome. I just didn't want that for my very first season. I just wanted to be able to speak freely about all the things that I feel passionate about, lessons that I've learned, things I've seen being in this industry for 20 years.
So what we're going to have is every week we're going to publish out an episode. And we're going to do it for the next 8 to 10 weeks. We'll kind of see how we go. But every episode, we will be addressing your questions. We're debating right now whether it's going to be a full episode with questions appended or the questions will be an episode by itself. So that means 2 pieces of content we'll publish out in this podcast per week. So we'll get to that. But the key thing is you will be able to submit questions. Lisa will be able, we'll read them, we'll listen to them, and then you'll be able to answer them. And I think that's going to be really amazing to get that interaction going. So it's new to Lisa. I've done it before, but it's new to us doing it together. And as a couple, we're going to share some very intimate, experiences, we're going to deal with some very real things. We're going to have our therapist on as one of the episodes. And we really want to share and empower. The key thing is here is to be real. So being you. And then demystifying all these things that we hear about us having to be healthy, right? So you hear about keto, you hear about intermittent fasting, you hear about gut health and sleep and mental this, and like, how do you kind of bring that all together?
But also a big time, the emotional aspect, which I think most people in today's times are really struggling with, is like how to cultivate joy from a place of total and utter despair. Where do you get it from? How do you even start on a wellness journey? How do you even care? Like, how do you get motivated to even begin? Like, these are the questions I'm getting at the moment. Not just like, should I be going to the loo twice a day or once a day? Or, you know, is this type of nutrition plan good for me? Those are easier questions to answer. The harder ones are, like, I really am struggling to even begin because I don't see my life as having like any purpose. I've lost this. This has happened to my life. Nothing else matters to me. I don't care about anything.
Okay. That's going to be about, and then I'm going to talk about AI.
It's about, let's get into some of the subjects that we're not talking enough about, the mental and emotional side of things.
This is why she needs a podcast. For that very reason. She just, okay, bye.
Thanks everyone. Can't wait. Bye.